Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and this video is all about a particular creator that I'm sure you're familiar with on this channel. Now, this guy has made a video talking about how women should settle because most guys are either married or in prison. Now, he came again to make a video saying that being a single woman is not a compliment.
Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry, it's just not. It actually raises a lot of red flags, to be honest. Because now you got your counterparts and your peers asking behind your back if you even capable of keeping a relationship, keeping a man and keeping a woman, etc. See, a lot of y'all felt triggered by that settle video, which was eye-opening to me because obviously we have a lot of women living in the state of delusion, thinking that they just gonna find the most perfect man ever. And if not, and they can't find that, they'll just be single, as if that's supposed to do any type of advancement to our society. Ask yourself, what is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family, and especially family of your own? Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish on this earth? Are you trying to be masculine or what? Like, what's the deal?
Now, he said that being single is not a compliment, and that based on his last video where he was talking about women have to settle, that he noticed that a lot of women are delusional and that he does not understand the purpose of a woman if she's not going to have a family. Now, his video got a lot of people triggered and people had things to say about his statements and his video.
Ask yourself, what is your purpose on the earth as a woman? What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
To help women heal from being in relationships with men like you. Look at my cat.
Ask yourself, what is your purpose on the earth as a woman?
To seek the destruction of cishet white supremacist systems of patriarchy. Okay, bye.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
First of all, I want to say that I love the 4B movement. I love women and people who aren't cis men just being like, yeah, I don't need that. I don't need it financially, for stability, for security, for safety. Women who can do that and just being like, yeah, I'm just not going to participate. It's fucking awesome. And it's what inevitably happens in the fall of capitalism. Like, you've earned this, you've asked for it, you might say. But my totally unfunny answer is I think my job on this earth is to leave things more beautiful than how I found it. Making things pretty that y'all have fucked up. And by y'all, I do mean men. I make things pretty for a living. And not just like art and movies and, you know, design and things around me. But my friendships, my body, my community, and that has a ton of value. And I say this as a person with a partner who also loves children. That's what's
Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish on this earth?
Ooh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Beloved, there is an answer for this. A woman does actually have a purpose, contrary to what you said, beyond having children. And so instead of giving you my opinion, I'm just going to go to the book. Let's see what the Bible got to say, you know, because the Bible is, you know, usually most accurate, you know, about stuff like this. So let's get into it, shall we? I wish everyone could get along without marrying just as I do. But we are not all the same. God gives some the gift of marriage, and to others he gives the gift of singleness. So the Bible calls singleness a gift, contrary to what you said. Moving on. Now I say to those who aren't married and to widows, it's better to stay unmarried, just as I am. But if they can't control themselves, they should go ahead and marry. It's better to marry than to burn with lust. Now we are here in 1 Corinthians, okay? This is chapter 7, okay? And we were down at verse 7, okay? So now we're going to turn the page and see what else it has to say. Okay, so now we're going to go down here, verse 28. And if a young woman gets married, it is not a sin. However, I am trying to spare you the extra problems that come with marriage. In everything you do, I want you to be free from the concerns of this life, as an unmarried man can spend his time doing the Lord's work and thinking of how to please him. But a married man can't do that so well. He has to think about his earthly responsibilities and how to please his wife. His interests are divided. In the same way, a woman who is no longer married or has never been married can be more devoted to the Lord in body and in spirit, while the married woman must be concerned about her earthly responsibilities and how to please her husband. Okay, so moving on, we're going to be down here. Verse 39 is talking about widows. If her husband dies, she is free to marry whomever she wishes, but this must be a marriage acceptable to the Lord. So it's possible that maybe some women these days aren't married because they haven't found a marriage acceptable to the Lord. Moving on. But in my opinion, it will be better for her if she doesn't marry again. And I think I am giving you counsel from God's Spirit when I say this. So I know that was a lot. And just as a recap, in case you're still sitting there like, what that mean? What that means is, even if a woman is not creating some type of family, as you so eloquently put it, she still has a purpose. And that purpose is to glorify God. Okay? Because contrary to what you may believe based on what you alluded to, women do not belong to you. Men do not belong to us. We don't belong to each other. We are gifted to each other by God for a specific time. Okay? We all belong to Him. Furthermore, families are not a given, they are a gift. Singleness, though, as the Bible scripture that I just read said, is also a gift because it allows us to fulfill our purpose of serving the Lord with our whole heart without any distractions or interruptions. Okay, so I know that the world that made you feel like if a woman's not married, she's not fulfilling her purpose. But then by that logic, if you're not married, you're not fulfilling yours either. But that's not true based on what the Bible said. The Bible actually went on and said, it's better for us to stay unmarried if we can. So really, in that sense, a lot of the women that are single are just doing what the Bible suggests. And I don't know about you. I know you made a great point, but I feel like following what the Bible says to do is better than following what you suggested to do. Just putting that out there. But if you do have a family, God bless you. They are a gift. I hope that you are doing what the Bible would say for you to do with them, which is love them, respect them first and foremost by making the vessel through which they're going to come through your wife. I'm sure you're doing that. But yeah, pray and be obedient to what the Lord tells you to do for them, because they are ultimately, as the Bible calls them, a gift, not a given. So one more again, in conclusion, a woman's purpose, if she don't have some type of cheering, is to glorify God in the first most important family that she's a part of as a co-heir with Christ Jesus. Amen.
Hey ladies, if you see another video going around of that man, if y'all remember like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, his username is Tenacious Closing. He made a video saying that some of y'all women are just going to have to settle. It's not enough of us perfect men in the world for everybody to get one. You're just going to have to settle. Y'all remember, I responded to it. He made another video saying that if you're single, what is your purpose? You're not raising a family, then you're not fulfilling your purpose as a woman. I don't know. I didn't even watch the whole video. He is rage baiting us. I believe that that's what he was doing the whole time. Honestly, if you ask me, I don't even think he believes the things that he's saying. Honestly, I think that he came on here with all of his followers, knowing he gets paid from the Creator Fund, and said, let me say something that's going to make these women really angry so they can come to my page, up my traffic, up my engagement, and I can make some money. As someone who gets paid from the Creator Program, that man is making bank off of these videos if he keeps getting these type of responses. If you want to make a commentary about it, I understand that, because I love a good think piece, but just reference the video. I'm not going to mention him. I'm not going to tag him. I'm not going to stitch it. Nothing. Don't direct people to his page, and then you as a viewer do not go to his page and start stalking it and making yourself mad watching all his videos, leaving hate comments. Please, we are literally lining his pockets for him. He's sitting at home thinking, what can I say today that will piss off a bunch of women on TikTok so that I can pay my light bill? And we eating it up, y'all. We got to stop. Just let it alone.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
Didn't someone already expose you for being a father to 2 different baby mamas? So I just want to know what your purpose is in life besides creating more broken homes. Why are you not out there providing for your family like a real man should? Instead, you're up in women's business, and for what? And so I mean this with the utmost disrespect. Get a life.
Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry. It's just...
Hold on just 1 second. No. Don't apologize. There's no offense taken. Not at all. See, for a millisecond, I thought you were speaking on behalf of all quality men that's left in the world. Whew, you almost got me there. Almost. But all the single women can sleep well tonight, knowing this perspective was projected by a little bitch. It's not your fault, baby. I blame your mama. See, gratefully, I have the common sense and the 8th dimensional mindset to discern between an insecure bitch boy that masks himself with a man's mentality and a real man with a king mindset, who, like all high-value people in general, will preserve their self-worth and time for the right person, not any person. In other words, people who aim to have a quality life share a common denominator. And do you know what that is? Yeah, of course you don't. It's sharing the common foundation of self-security, so we don't end up tolerating people with peasantry belief systems. Plus, single women of value thrive in our independence and will remain until we're as confident in our potential partner as we are in ourselves. So with all disrespect, we don't need the compliments of a bitch. And that's on Jenny fucking Chain. Namaste.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
So you've got the brain, right? You've got the ability of intellectual thought. It's just, unfortunately, you seem to have abandoned needing original thought, or someone didn't teach you, the importance of original thoughts. And now these are the questions you're asking. Brother, the question you're asking is a good question. What is a woman's purpose outside of what society has told her and socialized her that it is? However, that's not the question that men should be asking to women, because women are answering that question for themselves in real time. You have to pay attention. That's a them question. They are answering that question for themselves. And of course, because they are answering that question for themselves, now things are changing. Times are changing. And what purposes we have as men and women are beginning to evolve. The problem is men are not capable of original thought. They've been socialized to be group thinkers. So now we have a moment where men have got 2 things that they can do. You got 2 choices you can make. You can now evolve and understand that your purpose as a man must too evolve, or you can decide to remain here and get left behind. It's up to you. You're smart enough to make the right decision. I know you are. You just haven't had anyone to teach you. The question that you're asking is a woman question. Women ask that question to women. Women ask that question to themselves. That's not the question that you're supposed to be asking as a man. You're in women's business. Stop doing that. You need to be in men's business. The question is not, well, what are women going to do now that they're not making babies? It's, what am I going to do now that women don't need me? Oh my God, what kind of man am I supposed to be now? I'm no longer the bedrock of the community. My purpose has expired. So what's my new purpose? That's what you're supposed to think about. Your job is no longer to tell woman what she's supposed to do. Those days are over. Your job is no longer to be there to guide women. You're no longer responsible for the actions of women. You are now responsible for what you do. Women are your natural counterpart, yes? Okay, if that's what you believe, then you should be worried about evolving to further accommodate women and not further subjugate women. You got the intellect, you just don't have, it's not on. It's not on. Turn it on. You're asking women questions. You not a fucking woman. Ask man questions. You asking women questions. Women already asking that motherfucking question for themselves. You worried about the wrong shit. If you are no longer, as a man, supposed to be the bedrock of the community, if you are no longer the cornerstone, if that has changed, now you have to ask, what is your new purpose? You have to decide what being a man is in this society now. You ain't no white man in the 1950s. You ain't gonna never be that. So be something different. God, I'm frustrated because you're smart. You're very smart. It's just that you're using your brain the wrong goddamn way. And that ain't even your fault. It's just, well, I mean, as an adult, it kind of is your fault because you're not listening to women, but you continue to think you got the right to criticize them. It's a lot, bro. You asking the wrong questions. Read, brother, read. Damn.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
Why do you keep talking to us? This was the same dude that made a video saying that women need to settle. And my question to y'all is, why do y'all keep talking about us? Do you not clock in? Do you not have hobbies? Do you not have people you can go hang out with instead of making these videos? Let me tell you something. When you go to your front door and you do this, when you open it, there is a life out there and you need to go experience that. Every day, y'all got a new topic on the board referencing us. Go reference a job. Go volunteer somewhere. Go add to the community. I don't care if he's serious or not. I don't care if he really believes that or if he's just rage baiting. There are so many things that you can do to actually contribute to society. The same way that y'all constantly talk about relationships and what women need to and not need to do, you can actually add something beneficial to different conversations. The conversations are so repetitive and redundant. When are we going to move on? Find something else to talk about. And if none of that other stuff goes viral, maybe that's telling you something. You know what's guaranteed to go viral? You getting a job. Let's do that. And if you have one job, get another one. You're not occupied enough.
I'd hate to be the one to have to say this out loud, but the world would probably be a much better place if men were the ones that were oppressed for all these years instead of women.
Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish on this earth?
The fact that y'all look at yourselves in the mirror every day, and can't understand why women wouldn't risk their lives to potentially have a human like you is beyond me. Like, at this point, y'all are the birth control, okay? Your mama was the sacrificial lamb. She had you. We saw how it turned out. Why would women risk their lives during childbirth to potentially have another you in the world? Be so goddamn for real. And then outside of the whole risking it all to give birth to a kid, which is nuts, you think that they should end up having a family with someone like you? God, you about to get me mad. Talking about how were they moving society forward? I mean, honestly, if men didn't have the right to talk, society would probably be much further along than it was. Please.
Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry, it's just not. It actually raises a lot of red flags.
See, this is where I get really confused, because no one's saying that being a single woman is a compliment, but they are saying that being a single woman isn't an insult. And this is where you continue to get it wrong because you refuse to listen to the words of women. We're not saying that we want points for being single or for being married, but we are saying that our value as women should never be measured by our marital status, and our worth shouldn't change based on our relationship to a man. And we don't need your approval. So we have no desire to argue with you about the benefits of not being in a relationship. But you've left us to defend the act of being single because you use it as an insult every time a woman says something that you disagree with. So we're not saying that being single makes us better. We're saying that it doesn't invalidate the words that are coming out of our mouth. But you want us to believe that being in a relationship is our ticket to being valuable, as if other men will suddenly take us seriously once we can prove that one man found us tolerable enough to commit to. You want us to associate being single with being a failure because that would force us to get into relationships with men. Not because we want to, but because we're scared of what it will mean if we don't. So you sit there trying to convince women that being single is a punishment instead of a choice, and then you get frustrated when your insults don't have the desired impact. But you don't have to convince someone of their own misery. And a woman who's happy being single isn't going to magically decide she's worthless just because you said she is. And because you've made being single sound so terrible, there is something to be said for a woman who chooses not to settle for less, despite the pressure that angry men like you have put on her to do so. So listen, we spend so much time talking about why single women are powerful because you spend so much time talking about why they aren't. But women are powerful, period. And it seems like you're just really angry that you can't convince them that they aren't.
A single woman is not a compliment in every case.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, it's just not. It actually raises a lot of red flags.
Let me help you out, my man. There's a difference between wanting to be single and choosing to be single. And most women are choosing to be single because there's just no good men out there. Let me give you an example. I had a good friend come to me a couple of years ago saying, Robbie, help me find a good man. She's educated, got a great career, beautiful, and someone that you would want to marry. And trust me, I know plenty of single men, but they're single for a reason. Every good man I know is taken by a woman, and that should be the testimony. When a woman finds a good man, she knows how to hold on to that good man. And that's why women are single, because simply put, there just aren't any good men out there.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
My turn. I heard from the grapevine that you have 2 kids with 2 different women, neither of whom you've married and don't really live with. So what do you contribute besides creating broken homes? And are you proud of that?
Now, a lot of the women were just plain tired of the guy. They were just like, can you keep us out of your conversation? Why do you have to bring up women all the time? That he's just talking a lot of trash and that he should just leave women. Some people said, don't go to his page, don't watch any of his video, don't reply him, don't make any videos about him and the rest. Now, some people called him out on having 2 kids with 2 baby mamas. Others also replied him with Bible verses, Bible passages, which talked about the fact that it is good for people to be single, that you should only marry if you cannot cope as a single person. Now, he saw the responses to his video and then made another video.
And a single woman is not a compliment. Part 2. Yikes. Y'all tried to get on my ass, but a lot of shit y'all was saying in the comments really didn't make sense and it really didn't apply with what I was talking about. It's just a whole bunch of emotional points and no logical arguments. At this point, I'm gonna need one of y'all women to tell me why being single is a compliment, since y'all going against what I'm saying. Like, let me know. Break it down real quick. And by the way, all you 4B movement back scratchers, that shit is a scam as well. 4B is not gonna last 5 to 10 years, just like feminism. All that is a scam. And you baby mama lovers, I'm with my kids every week, almost every day. So what's the conversation exactly? Like I said, feminism and 4B movement is the biggest scams against women in the world. And y'all just fall right into the play. It's so sad. Y'all so naive, man. Let Candace Owens, an actually educated black woman, talk about it, since y'all don't want to take my word for it.
It's so, come on. Feminism it's the biggest joke in the entire world. First off, nothing that feminism aspires to today, modern feminism, makes women happy. I don't even understand it anymore. Like, a guy opens a door and you're like, oh yeah, why are you holding a door for me? I can do it myself. So that's what it is. Like, what's the definition of, like, feminism? Today, it's a shifting definition. There's been different waves of feminism. But today, they pretend it's about equality with men. It's not. They actually hate men. And usually the people that are at the forefront of the feminist movement are the basis of equality that hate men.
Now, in the second video, he was still saying the same rubbish he was saying in the first video. He said people who are not logical when they were replying him or in their responses. He said that he's looking for someone to actually tell him why being a single woman is a compliment. He also talked about feminism, talked about the 4B movement. He also addressed his baby mama situation, and he said that he is almost always with his kids. And even in the video, you will hear at the background that there's a kid or kids are in the car with him. So he was just trying to tell people that he's a hands-on father. He's not like he's not a deadbeat father like some people have insinuated. Anyway, here are my thoughts about his video and his statement. Now, whoever said being single is a compliment, I don't understand. Where did he get that perception? Where did he get that concept from? At first, when I saw people reacting to his video, I was like, oh, this man is here again. And I watched this video, and then when he mentioned the fact that a lot of people were triggered by his other video, the settle with any man you can get video, I was just like, okay, I guess this is now a plot to get engagement on his page. I felt like he just saying these things to rage bait women, to trigger women, so that they can begin to type, begin to do all sorts, begin to make his videos go viral. And some women actually said it that might be what he's trying to do. I know that his videos, especially the ones where he says some controversial things, go viral. Like this particular video, the first video, has over 1.3 million views. He has over 115,000 followers on his page. And I saw that some of his other videos that are not even talking or targeting women actually are doing well. And he even has a video where he was calling out Diddy a long time ago. That's even before the video that CNN got that is now viral, where we saw Diddy dragging Cassie. If you've not seen it, please check other places. I cannot put it up on my channel, but he has videos like that, and they are doing well. They are having over like 300,000 views, 400,000 views. So I just feel like even though he's getting views on other videos, he needs all these rage baiting videos to actually give him more engagement and push his content out so that it can get more views, more engagement, more money through the Creators Fund, more awareness for his brand, and probably more brand deals or paid sponsorship. So personally, that's what I feel like he does with this video. So with all that information, with all that, I really don't think there's anything to be said about the guy. He's just trying to get the creator money. He's just trying to be annoying so that his page would just be boosted and he would earn money. Like somebody said, earn money to pay his light bills. Any which way, I don't know what you guys think about his video. I don't know what you guys think about his statement. Do you think what he said is true? Is there any part of the video that you agree with? Or do you think that he's just saying these things to boost engagement on his page? Or do you think that he's just saying these things to trigger women, to get his videos to go viral, to boost his engagement and help his page to grow? I would love to hear your thoughts about his statement. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.